Welcome to Calculus 1 at St. Louis Community College. My name is Mike Lukey, and I'm the instructor for this online course this fall semester. There's a lot to do, and there's no time to lose. So let's talk about how you can get started. First, log into Blackboard and click on the Start Here link on the left side of the screen. Read through the documents and materials that you find there, especially the syllabus. The syllabus is a fairly long document, but it's very important for you to read it carefully because it gives you a lot of important information about the course. Maybe most importantly for you to know at this point is that this section is not a live virtual lecture section. A live virtual lecture class would meet via video conferencing several times per week instead of meeting in person, but would otherwise operate as a traditional class. This section is fully online, which means that you can interact with the course materials asynchronously. Asynchronous interaction means that you do not have to attend a class or class meetings on particular days or at particular times. It also means that I'll expect you to work fairly independently through the material, planning your time and activities to suit your needs and your own schedule. Having said that, it's important to know that I will be very much a part of this course, holding regular office hours and interacting with you often via the discussion forums, providing you feedback on your work, or conversing with you during my office hours. I'll host regular office hours for when you have questions or concerns, and I'll encourage and participate in discussion forums about the material that I hope will help you learn it. It's also important for you to know that this course is not self-paced, which is meant to help you focus your attention on particular topics and ideas at certain times of the course. That means that there are regular deadlines for all course requirements, usually on Sunday nights at 11:59 p.m. Central Time. So what are the requirements of the course? Well, basically, throughout this semester, I'm going to ask you to complete 4 main kinds of tasks: assignments, activities, discussion forums, and exams. There will be about 2 or 3 assignments per week based on new topics that you're studying. I'll also ask you to work on about 1 activity per week, and you should post at least once every week to the discussion forums. These first 3 sets of tasks are the crucial components of your preparation for the exams, of which there will be 4 this semester, about once per month. Those exams will take place in an online proctored environment. I outline some of the details about the exams in the syllabus, and I'll send you more information as we approach the first exam near the end of September. Nearly everything you do for this course can be found at one internet site called MyOpenMath. MyOpenMath contains all the course materials like the textbook, video tutorials, assignments, activities, and other required tasks. It's pretty easy to use, and the best part of all is that it's completely free. Your only required cost for this course is your tuition. Everything else is available for free online. The syllabus describes how to set up your account in MyOpenMath, and I've posted a video in Blackboard that also details how to get started. Please use the syllabus and that video as well as other resources to help you begin in MyOpenMath. Often students will ask about calculators and ask in particular if a graphing calculator is required. We'll be using a free online graphing calculator tool for the course, but a traditional graphing calculator like a TI or a Casio is welcome, though not required. Once you have logged into MyOpenMath, I recommend creating an introductory post in week 1, including posting a photo of yourself so we can associate what you look like with the things that you're going to write. And then attempt assignment number 1, which is located in Module 1. That assignment serves 2 primary purposes. It's a brief introduction to MyOpenMath and answering questions in that format, but it's also a review assignment. It will help you identify which topics you should review before beginning calculus. This is a really important first step in the course because it can show you which areas you need to brush up on, and maybe whether or not this is even the right class or format for you at this time. The remainder of the material in Module 1 offers resources to help you refresh your skills and understanding of all topics you'll see in that assignment. I recommend doing this in the first couple of days of the semester because taking some time early in the class to review the topics and skills that are prerequisite to the course is a really good idea. If you notice that there aren't too many things that you have trouble with, that's a good sign. On the other hand, if you find assignment 1 to be overwhelming, or that you need to review most or all of the topics contained there, you should probably get in touch with me right away. These early days of the course are critical in an online calculus course for 2 reasons. First, the biggest difficulty with calculus that students have is usually not calculus itself, but the prerequisite algebra and trig material that they should have learned before starting in the first place. Finding and strengthening gaps in your skills is an important component of being ready for this course. The other reason that the first few days are important is that in an online math course, keeping up with the work and the pace of the course is probably more difficult than the math itself. Most of the time, if you can finish the required tasks without getting behind the schedule that I suggest in the syllabus, your chances of success are really high. So what does it take to stay on track with that schedule? I recommend consistency. In particular, I'm recommending to all of you that you commit to working 5 days a week on the class. It's unlikely you can be successful just working once or twice a week on it. The biggest mistake that students make in a class like this one is underestimating how much time and energy online math classes require. This is a 5-credit course, and if you were enrolled in this course in a face-to-face setting over 16 weeks, or even under the current circumstances, if you enrolled in a live virtual lecture section, your instructor would probably recommend that you commit to working 4 or 5 hours a week during class or in class meetings, and at least that many hours a week outside of class for doing homework and studying. Since online math classes usually require more time than face-to-face classes, I'm estimating that most of you will need to spend 10 to 15 hours a week working on math. That breaks down to working about 2 to 3 hours every day, 5 days a week, which is what I'm recommending to you now. Although not everyone needs this amount of time, often students need more time than this in order to be successful. Think carefully about the amount of time you have and the amount of time and energy you'll need in order to be successful in the course. If you're concerned about the level of commitment that it requires, now is the time to contact me about that. Send me an email, give me a call, or stop by my office. Speaking of stopping by my office, I want to say some things about office hours in this interesting and somewhat strange semester. Since going to campus is recommended only for in-person or hybrid students this fall, I plan to host office hours using Microsoft Teams. This utility is new to our college, so I may have some changes in how those office hours are going to work and how they look over time, but I'm hopeful that it will work out smoothly for all of us. The primary purpose of the office hours is to provide you with a regular opportunity to see and talk directly with me about any questions or concerns you have about the class. Although I don't plan on scheduling or creating any formal lectures for during those times, my hope is that you'll use the opportunity when you need help to meet with me and ask questions. It's also an opportunity to talk with students and see what else your classmates are having trouble with or could use help with. For now, the scheduled hours will be on Mondays and Tuesdays between 10:30 and 11:30 a.m. and on Thursdays and Fridays from 1 to 2 p.m. You don't need an appointment to meet with me during these times, but I'm available to schedule appointments at other times as necessary. If you prefer to meet with me at some other time, just let me know and we'll work on an alternative together. It's not easy to work through a Calculus 1 class and in the online environment, but I think I've set up a course that is ready to support you along that journey. My primary focus and purpose in this class is to provide you with opportunities to build a strong mathematical foundation that you can use throughout the calculus sequence. I'm looking forward to working with each of you this fall, and I hope you have many positive learning experiences in the course. Good luck!